Hey, you know what date it is today?
Nope.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's 8 a.m.
What's up, guys?
And there's only one place to be on Tuesday at 8 a.m., and that's Trash Talk with Brandon and Stuart. And we're thrilled to have you here. And
Yeah.
I don't think we say it enough to our loyal followers and listeners and everything. Whether you catch us at Tuesday morning each week at 8 o'clock, or you decide to meet up with us at later time when you're relaxed and sitting back, we just really are thankful that you take the time to be with us, that you follow us, you comment on us, you're happy with what we're doing. This past week, we got some comments about the construction of Brandon's new studio. It's
It's
coming
coming
along.
along. It's coming along.
It's getting there. And once he's finished, then probably the onus is on me to start doing something different too. But hey, whatever. But hey, it's we just want you all to know how much we appreciate you following the show. You've been doing it for almost 5 years now, and we just actually it's more than five. I think we're pushing six anyway. But we just appreciate it. We enjoy doing it, and we enjoy doing it for ourselves, but we enjoy doing it as much for you because you follow us. And you know, we both have other gigs. Brandon's not only got a full-time job and all, but he's also raising his son, and he's also doing other podcasts as I am. But we don't want it to slide by without thanking you for following us.
That's
So
right. No
that's
matter how exhausting it gets,
yep, that's the sermon for the day. But
and it is exhausting,
yeah,
guys.
but hey, from time to time we do get into discussions of some serious stuff and all, but there are other times that we say let's just kind of push everything off of the desk and
Yeah.
just talk about something that feels good. So yeah, I'll throw it out into your lap. What's been good on your side of the world lately?
Well, I've been looking at some fun stuff. Like we did an episode a while ago about good news from around the world, things you might not know about, might not see. And I found some other ones actually
Super.
as I was going down the rabbit hole the other day. I wanted to go down the positive rabbit hole. So we're going to start off with this one right now. I think it's pretty cool. France has banned influencers from promoting dangerous cosmetic, surgery, and extreme dieting products to young people. So, in this world of influencers, the marketing world, and everything that's happened, unfortunately, they products are now being marketed and targeted to people with a lot of followers, and we have young women, young girls, young men promoting extreme dieting, extreme facial surgery, like reconstructive, like things you can do to
Yeah.
lose weight, to look better, and cosmetics that have been proven to be really harmful. Well, France said, nah,
France
enough.
of all places, which
France,
is
the most
like,
egotistical country out there, right?
yeah,
Well, I don't know. I think we probably top that. I'm sorry, France. The
yeah.
United States has got a bigger ego. I apologize. But especially with Captain Asshat. But anyway, so we, so I thought that was pretty cool though, because I mean, the way that we can't really do a lot about social media, we can't stop it. But if we can sit there and help people that from making bad decisions at a young age, I think that's cool.
Yeah, it is, and what you're saying, when you said it, I started thinking about it. One of and if you go back like to the '60s when Twiggy was a big thing, all of a sudden, girls everywhere, especially teenage girls, would either purge themselves. They'd go out and they'd eat, and then they'd go in a bathroom and throw up, and bulimia and anorexia and all became big things, and everybody wanted to be as thin as they could be because it was a fashion statement. And I think what you're saying is there's kind of a turn back to that to get as thin as you can, whether you do it by dieting and exercise or you inject something or take a pill
Well,
in,
it's
in order to
happening.
do it. And the probably the most dangerous segment of society is the teens that are
It's
doing it
happening.
now.
It's happening. We'll probably save this for another episode. I got a whole thing with Hollywood about that, but yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
happening.
Yeah.
Another one, super awesome. Brazil has eliminated mother to child transmission of HIV.
Wait, say that again.
Brazil has eliminated mother to child transmission of HIV.
How is that possible?
Well, I'm not a
It's a
doctor.
genetic thing.
HIV's not a, I mean, if the mom has it, the baby doesn't always get it
Yeah.
in the
But
womb.
they can completely prevent it from
They
happening?
can they can completely prevent it from happening with
Well,
this new medication
wow.
that the mother has to take.
Kudos to them
Yep.
because
Thought that was pretty awesome. There's a whole detail about it, but I am too nerdy or too dumb to read it. So if you guys want to read it, Google it. It's amazing. I read the whole article. Um,
wow.
yeah, pretty cool. Chile, this goes back to one of our other episodes. Chile is creating a huge national park at the very tip of the Americas. It is going to protect one of the largest spans of wildlife regions in the world. They want to protect all the animals. They want to protect the forest. They want to protect everything there. So they're creating this national park so nobody can touch it.
So will people be able to go visit it though?
There's going to be parts of it, obviously. Then there's other parts. I mean, you're just not going to be able to
It's just
get
going to be,
to. I mean, yeah,
like the Serengeti.
yeah. But
Yeah.
there's going to be other parts right at the tip. I thought that was pretty awesome, considering we were talking about parks a couple weeks ago.
That's right. Couple weeks ago, we were talking about how green spaces is being bulldozed over and concrete poured on it. This is great to designate that area. That's exactly what we were talking about. Designating areas that you can't touch and you could just enjoy and listen to the birds and wildlife and wow. And that's at the southern end of Chile. That's getting down towards Antarctica. So that's a seal and puffins and all that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
all that stuff. Yeah, right
Yeah.
at the tip there. Yeah, pretty
Wow.
cool, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
Scientists in South Korea are looking for ways to stop bleeding, meaning like extreme accidents, or even surgeries where you have to cut open to really. So now they've created a non-invasive, non-damaging spray that you can instantly spray on and it'll stop the bleeding, even internal bleeding, and there's a time length on it
Yeah.
until they can get in and do surgery or protect or heal these people that are injured.
Just think of what that can do for the military.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's what they were talking about too. On there in South Korea, there's a whole video on it, guys. Look up South Korea bleeding spray, and I got to be honest with you, it's amazing. They break down what it does and how it dissipates. It blew my mind when I read it because I was like, wow, car accidents, things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Until oh wow, that's that what brings to mind is that guy that's been promoting that spray sealant for your gutters and stuff for
Oh
years and
yeah,
years and years, and now
yeah.
you think that hey that could have a practical usage now that if somebody gets a severe cut or an injury from a car accident that it's possible that you
Yeah.
could do something before they bleed out. Oh, that's
Or like, I mean, even like schools with kids on the playground and stuff, there's potential to,
yeah.
help those. Yeah. So I think it's cool. I think that's amazing. Um,
It's just
it
and
makes
it's
me,
such a simple idea that nobody thought about.
or they thought about it, or they
Yeah.
thought about it and they didn't want to do it, like most of the things that happen here in our country. But
Well, in
um,
military situations, they used to have
just shh.
the pack a pack that you would
Yes.
put on a wound to
Yeah.
stop the bleeding and all. And this I mean replace could possibly replace that.
Changes the game.
Way to go, South Korea.
Nice job, guys.
Yeah.
One of Bali's biggest tourist attractions is the Bali Zoo. It's a massive zoo in Bali. And one of the biggest pieces of that zoo is elephant rides. Well, Bali has officially said they're done with elephant rides. No more cruelty to elephants. They are letting the elephants they've expanded the elephant section of the zoo, and there'll be no more elephant rides. It's too much for the elephants and hurts them, puts them in bad moods, ends their lives.
Uh-oh.
And now they're free to roam and whatever.
Uh-oh. You know
So
what? I would tell all of the camels, beware. Because
you're next.
yeah, yeah, because if they ain't riding the elephants, the camels are next.
Well, dude, they already ride camels, so they got to stop. Well, camels a little bit different, but yes, they do
Yeah.
got to stop there. Um,
And the
stick.
horses are over there saying, "Hey, what about us?"
Yeah, the horses are like, "What the f, man?
Yeah,
I got Fat Betty from Oklahoma on my back. She's killing me, bro.
right, right,
Have you seen her thighs?
right. No, hey, let me have the kid. Let me have that little kid over
Yeah,
there.
this ain't Little House on the Prairie. It's not Oregon Trail. What are they doing here, dude?
Oh, Hoss, give me a break.
God, she got 14 PBRs in her belt. Um, Here's another one going with the animals, guys. Penguin populations around South Georgia remain the healthiest on Earth thanks to strict fishing controls and protected waters. The South Georgian, I don't know.
Yeah,
Not elephants, penguins. They've expanded. They're growing. Their families are growing. And once they were worried about them, now they're flourishing. All because we said, not we, but people said, hey,
yeah.
you're going to fish here. You're not going to do this here. And you're not going to go here. Just a simple, tiny thing. And bam.
And probably some of those penguins are going to end up in South Chile.
Yeah, probably you're gonna swim there and be like, hey, we got it, man. We're good now. Let's go to Chile for a little bit. But yeah, it's really cool to see these things and technologies and awesome moments from around the world that we don't hear about. We never hear about because there's so much BS going on
Yeah.
and so much crap going on. But let's see here.
You know,
See if
and
I can
and,
find another one for you guys.
and this is all progress too. I mean,
It's all
I, I
progress, yeah.
I'm still thinking back to that spray on bleed kit. I mean that is so practical, and yet
I
here
think
we
it's
are in
amazing.
2026 and nobody has instituted something like that.
Well, it also is like it shows you where the direction is, where the mindset is, where the progress is, where their more not, I don't want to say morals, but where their drive is. It's when I look at these things, and I'm not saying that people here in our own country aren't taking care and aren't fighting for that, but it feels
Right.
like it's not highlighted. It feels like, and I have to be careful because I don't want to go down this path, but it feels like everything is just money, greed, cover-ups, politics, and they're just drowning. I mean, it's like instead of like, hey guys, we spent all this money and spent all your tax money, and look what we did. We fixed this. I'd be like, heck yeah.
Yeah.
No, instead, I'm paying $4 a gallon. I know where the Strait of Hormuz is. I don't give a, I don't, I shouldn't know where the Strait of Hormuz is. I don't care. And I got an idiot going, you got 2 weeks before I blow you off the face of the earth. I'm like,
Right.
come on.
Yeah. No, and as we have said before, there is a lot of this good news out there, but
Yes.
we have to dig for it instead of it really
I'm
coming to
digging
us
now.
in a better way. That if you still read a paper newspaper, you want to read a positive story, you got to go back to page 87 or something in the bottom left-hand corner to find a little article about some kid that did something interesting. Uh, case in point, I think I forwarded. I'm not sure if I forwarded it to you, but on America's Got Talent, there was a young blind autistic boy came out on stage with his mother. The kid had trouble talking and everything, and he was in constant motion because of the autism and all. He sat down at the piano and all of a sudden just transformed, playing the piano beautifully and singing Leon Russell's "Been So Many Places in My Life and Time." Uh, this kid just opened his mouth and it was like you forgot that he was blind and forgot that he was autistic. He was a savant. And you see performances like that and hear stories like that and it warms your heart. And
Yes.
it makes you say, "Man, I'm so glad that I saw that." 60 Minutes sometimes covers some of those stories, and CBS Sunday Morning sometimes
Yes.
covers the other side of the news.
Yeah.
And gosh, we need a lot more of that. We really do.
We do. Well, I'm gonna end the note on end the show on one more here that I've been
Okay,
wanting to talk about. We have a high school student, 18 years old. Okay, so she's a senior or about to graduate.
right?
Annette Lawless. Sorry, Annette. Annette Lawless, Virginia teenager, invented a filtration system. Now, this filtration system eliminates 95.5% of the harmful microplastics that go in our water and that we drink because our government sucks. Potentially harmful because we're drinking plastic, even out of the best plastic water bottles.
Yeah,
It sucks, and that's cancer. And don't get me started.
yeah,
Harmful microplastics from their drinking. A high school student. Meanwhile, billionaires, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and these other DBs, they haven't figured it out. Nobody's figuring it out. Why? Because if you figure it out, it costs more money, and then they lose more money, and then that is a high school student figured this out. Could you imagine if Jeff Bezos had a moral compass and he said, "I'm gonna invest in this girl. We're gonna get her what she needs."
yeah. Well,
But
and
instead,
you hope that some legitimate corporation will do that rather than just the people that see dollar signs from it. That reminds me, there was also a teenager, and I think there was a teenager from Texas or something, that developed an artificial hand on a 3D printer. Was able to develop a 3D printer
yes,
uh, 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 prosthetic hand,
yes, I saw that.
and
I saw that. Yeah, that was really cool. And there was a kid, younger kid, and I think he connected with that younger kid who was missing his arm. They're doing something. I read that.
yeah. So
That's the future, guys. That's the future.
it's heartwarming to know that there are young people that aren't interested in just the other side of life, that are
Mhm.
concentrating on progress and making things better for society.
I agree.
Yeah,
Well, it's out there, guys. By all means, Google can be a friend. There's a great Instagram account I follow that drops a lot of these. I'll post that
yeah,
account. And this is stuff you're not going to hear about unless you look for it, unfortunately. But we're here to tell you about it. And despite all the
absolutely.
things that you read in the paper, keep focusing on the positive.
Another feel good show. Join us again next week. Take care. Bye.